Bold and the Beautiful fans. We had a pretty darn good episode and we got to talk about it. Deacon wants Sheila back to be in a relationship. Everybody gathers around for the custody trial, and Douglas shocks everyone wanting to live with Steffy. Back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. This is your bold and the beautiful recap for February 10th, and without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. So we're over at the courthouse and everybody is awaiting Douglas's big decision. Douglas was with Hope and Liam, and Thomas enters with his sister Steffy by his side. I'm glad she's actually there for her brother because I wasn't sure over the past few weeks. Thomas asks Douglas if he's sure that he's ready to decide where he wants to live. And Douglas was like, yep, I'm sure. But he doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. He's such a cute little boy. Now, Hope told him, look, don't worry about that. They just want what's best for him. Hope is just saying that because she absolutely believes after what Douglas said yesterday that she is going to be the big winner in this thing. The judge now enters and asks Douglas if he understands that he's there to make a very big decision today, and he said yes. And she asked if he was ready, and he said yes, Your Honor. Hope thanks Steffi for being there. Then in true Hope fashion, she said Thomas might need some sisterly support after today. Somebody is really sure of themselves. It's now time for the parents to speak before Douglas does. And Thomas is up first. And he told Douglas he is so sorry that they're even here today. And that he's made mistakes in the past. And it's what's led to this whole situation. And he was so proud of him. He is the best little kid. And he hoped that he could be a guide for him as he grows up. And no matter what he chose, it's going to be okay. And he's going to respect it 100%. But he really hopes that he chooses him. And he told him giving him hope for a mother didn't mean he was giving up as a father. He is his blood and he loves him. And he told him that he's been looking at homes for the two of them. And he told him that he really hopes he chooses him. It's now Hope's turn, and Hope told Douglas she agrees with Thomas and she'll respect any decision that he makes today. And that's only because she thinks she's going to win it all. Now, she told him that she's happy Thomas is looking for houses, but she hopes that he considers his home to be with her, Liam, and Beth up in the trees in that little tiny cabin. And especially since it's been where he's been living most of his life. Well, she got that right. So much for shared custody. And she said that she loves him and hopes that after today, she hopes she still gets to see his smiling face come through the door to tell her all about what he learned at school. And she said their family will be incomplete without him and hopes that he chooses to stay. Now, switching gears for a minute, let's talk about Deacon because he is still living in his tiny apartment and he just cannot win Sheila back from Bill by living there. Really? Now, speaking of Sheila, there she is coming to visit her old stomping ground because she says she forgot a few things. Deacon started rubbing on her leg. Now, I'm wondering why he didn't go after Brooke. He is still chasing after Sheila. Now, Sheila told him he's not hearing her. Bill is the man in her life now. And he called her sexy nine-toed genius. Okay, Deacon is definitely begging for her to come back. But comparing your place to Bill's, I don't think that's going to be an option. Okay, so the time has come, and when the judge asked Douglas if he knows where he wants to live, he said, yes, Your Honor. She told him, look, write it down on this little notepad. What's your decision? And he looked back at all of them, then wrote down his decision, and he finished and said, okay. Now the judge told them, look, whatever Douglas decides is going to be final. The judge picked up the notepad to read what Douglas wrote, and she was shocked at what she was reading. She said, oh. Thomas stood up and asked, well, who is it? The judge gave him the notepad to read. Hope then asked, what is it? She and Thomas looked at each other, and Douglas went straight to his Aunt Steffi and said he wrote her name because he wants to live with her and asked if she would have him. And Looking at that cute, adorable face on this cliffhanger, who could say no to Douglas? Okay, so there you have it, your bold and the beautiful recap for Friday, February 10th, 2023. Stay tuned for the Young and the Restless recap for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.